Hello there, I'm Thomas, the pilot captain flying the Boeing 777-300 ERX of the period of civilization. Tonight flight from Zurich International Airport. It's going to be overflying Switzerland and Germany, and then coming back to landing in Zurich International Airport, runway 14. So right now I'm in the cockpit for the pre-takeoff preparation of the Boeing 777-300 ERX or 777-300 ER. So I'm gonna show you the systems of the aircraft. Right now I'm in the pre-takeoff preparation, and I'm gonna show you the Boeing 777-300 ER system, like the cockpit instruments, the navigation display with the GPS map, and the airports and the traffic, other aircraft display, and some other information. I'm gonna show you also the flight path route that I'm going to input in the flight management computer right after doing an engine start demonstration. So I'm also going to show you the primary flight display, the airspeed and altitude, the rate of climb and descent, the barometric and mnemometric data displayed in the primary flight display from the air data inertial reference system, the ADIRU. I'm going to show you the ADIRU. I'm going to show you also in the primary flight display the flight mode annunciator from the autopilot and the autothrust, the mode that game, and from the engine thrust lever position, also autothrust engage mode. We also have the flight controls, like the control wheel and the control column. We control with the control column the elevator up and down position, picking up and picking down the aircraft, and the control will control all the elements and the spoilers to bang on the aircraft. So I'm going to show you there how we do that in flight to maneuver the aircraft. I'm also going to show you for the Boeing 777 the overhead, besides the primary flight display, the flight mode annunciator, navigation display, the ACAS indication through alert system, with the system display like the engine, the hydraulic, the fuel, the air system, the cabin pressurization, the flap and slap position, the flight control like the aileron, spoilers, rudder and elevator. I'm going to show you, as I said, the flight control column and control wheel, and the rudder pedals, and the flaps and flat levers. Also the engine thrust levers, thrust position and reverse thrust. And also the stabilizer trim. I'm going to show you the flight management computer. We're going to set up a flight plan, flight path through that flight management computer. I'm going to show you the autopilot and flight director system unit with the airspeed, the heading, the altitude, the vertical speed, climb and descent rate in feet per minute. So also the vertical navigation and the lateral navigation, and the auto thrust arm modes. We have two auto thrust systems. A dual auto thrust system. I'm going to show you also the autopilot engage and disengage button. I'm going to show you the stabilizer trim of the horizontal stabilizer and auto trim system for the horizontal tail of the aircraft. I'm going to show you the other trims like the aileron trim and the rudder trim. I'm going to show you the overhead panel, the electrical. We have two electric drive generators, one from left engine and one from the right engine that produces alternate current for the aircraft. We also have two batteries and some other units like the standby, also the hydraulic systems, the primary from the left and right engine, and the standby left and right engine, and electrical drive hydraulic pumps which generate hydraulic fluid pressure for the flight controls like the ailerons, the spoilers, the flap slats, rudder, and trimmable horizontal stabilizer, normal or automatic electrical trim. So I'm also going to show you the cabin pressurization, the fuel system, the engine starter and control, and electronic engine control like the FADEX, the full authority digital engine controller. I'm also going to show you the cabin pressurization, as I said, and the engine bleed and APU bleed system that pressurize that supply with compressor the aircraft systems that demand compressor hot air, like the fluid tank system for the hydraulic fluid, and the cabin pressurization and the air conditioning and the ABIs. So let me start now. So thank you very much for watching in this flight with the Boeing 777-300 here with the MTG simulation, as I said. So let me start it now. So here we are in the I think we have like 10, maybe 5, yeah, like 6 minutes left for this flight. So we have like 1 hour 12 minutes left for this flight. So here we have the cockpit of the Boeing 777 as much as can be simulated. This is very excellent simulation of the aircraft. So you can see we have the control column and the control wheel. We pitch up and down the elevator, the tail of the aircraft section, and also section of the horizontal stabilizer, and also the elements and the spoilers, bang rolling left and right when in flight, both of them, and the ground if we want to take off or make a landing roll. So we also have here it's the flaps and flap position lever. You can see I can move up and down. We have the speed brake. We have the engine thrust levers. Here's the speed brakes. Here's a stabilizer trim for the tail of the aircraft. Here's the stabilizer trim position, the pitstream position. In degrees for takeoff it must be set around 4 degrees it's up. So we have the parking brakes here, we have the radio communications here, we have the fire extinguisher for the engine, we have radio and navigation communications, the weather and terrain radar over here, we have it on. We have the radar trim here. You can see the position of the radar trim here in degrees also. I will leave it at 0 for this flight. So we also have a few more systems. We have the transponder over here that transmits our position to other aircraft and traffic control, and also receives the other aircraft position, a specific kind of radar, and displays all these other aircraft information over here. We can see some aircraft flying right now, and their altitude and their distance and bearing from the aircraft. So as I said, here is the flight control control column and control wheel. You can see I'm also using this over here, this side stick to load the Extreme 3G from the Airbus aircraft. So I've used very well for the Boeing also, pitching up, pitching down, and bang rolling left and right of the aircraft. So you can see how much well depicted it is. How much accurate actually. So I'm also gonna show you here we have the display for this system for the flight controls over here in the lower ETAS flight control display on display, and we have the flight controls here. So I will show you now. Maybe we can move them around. I'm not sure. So perhaps you can see the movement of the flight control. I'm not trying to zoom in. So you can see the spoilers. Here the flight spoilers. We have 4.7 in each wing. We also have left and right aileron, left and right flapper, and all this can be moved. You can see the position changing. We have the stabilizer and the rudder trim, the left and right elevator, and the horizontal stabilizer position, and we have the rudder also. And the left and right with the rudder pedal. You can see all this here. Have it here. You see pitching up and pitching down the aircraft, and also bang rolling left and right. So this is so much for the flight controls. Hopefully I'm gonna show you maybe in another flight later about the Airbus. setup. Maybe it's quite similar. I think we'll do one flying using either side stick or the control wheel. So we'll see here. You can see the pitch string position. We also have this the tiller we use to move the nose wheel. So we have to start this right now. Have another nice view here of the aircraft. Boeing 737 QZ. So here we have the flight controls, as you can see, the spoilers, the ailerons, the flaperons, they're all movable, as you can see. So here we have them. Here the rudder and the elevator on the tail of the aircraft. So much for this flight controls, I believe. You can see now the elevator pitching up and pitching down, and the rudder position. So we can use coordinate to turn all the flight controls in one go, like that. So this is so much for the flight controls lesson. The elevator now showing the rudder and the elevator without the stabilizer. We have the slats extended. So maybe we'll go now on there. So this is so much for the flight control lesson. We have like 50 more minutes left. So 1 hour. We have not much time. So here is as I told you, the flight control, the elevators and the other ones. This will do this. Show you a few more systems here. So we have the door system here displayed in the cut. You can see the doors are open and closed. You can see the landing gear. You can see the pressurizer inside and the temperature of the landing gear and the nose. You can see the electrical on the left and the right engine and integrate drive generator. We have the APU here. It's off right now. It's gonna turn on in a while. We have the main battery here. Main battery volts. You can see it. And the APU battery. We also have a hydraulic system here. We have left and right engine drive and hydraulic pumps. We have the fluid quantity of the hydraulic fluid. Looking at its pipe, we have the set-off valves in case of fire and they set off and the isolation valve system. Manually or automatically. We have left and right engine. C1 and C2 electrical driving. You can see the consumers of flight control of the hydraulic fluid. We have the left and right reverse, the flaps, the flight control, the nose, the normal brake, landing gear and steering, alternate reserve brakes, no gear and steering. We have all the add-on spoilers and flaperons and flaps and flaps, so we need to move. We have the fuel, you can see left and right engine, forward and aft pumps, and we're gonna turn on the APU in a while. So we have the crosswind here, the center tank is empty, you can see the total fuel quantity 47,500 kilograms, and the fuel behind the low pressure fuel we have the air system here that supplies from the left and the right. You can see left engine here and the right engine, the intermediate here state and the high pressure state here. You can see the engine starter here, which is movement pressure with the compressor from the, we have the APU in a while, so we turn on the APU first. So turn on it here. You can see also the flight control again. We have them here. We have the status here. You can see the APU is off right now. So we're gonna turn it on. The hydraulic fluid and quality and the oxygen pressure. Here we have our cabin pressurization. We have the engine new one and exhaust gas temper. We're gonna show you in a while. So first, let me start the APU for doing the engine start demonstration. Just like a minute. Okay, here is the overhead electrical panel. You can see left and right engine and the APU here. Selector. Here is a hydraulic panel. Here is the fuel panel, the engine gut and the wing APIs. Here is the wipers. Here is the pneumatic air system panel, the cabin pressurization panel. Here is the fuel dumping and jettison. Here is the engine start selectors and electronic engine controller. Is the data, the flight control computers, and the Adiru over here. Here is flight control computers, primary flight control computers. So if I'm gonna show you another view, maybe. So I'm gonna come here. You can see some other switches here. You can see the main cockpit view. Cabin. The Boeing 777. So here we have the engine thrust levers again. The slats and flaps position. So turn off the idle. You can see the flight controls again. We have the autopilot panel here. Some coming very quickly. We have the electrical. Here we have you see the battery. We have the primary flight computers. It must be on auto. We have the thrust cylinder compensator, the Adiru, which supplies with barometric and anemometric. We have 3 GPS systems, and also the angle of attack of the aircraft. The magnetic tube heading generates a hybrid display over here in the navigation display for the GPS, terrain map, and airports and other navigates, and the position and heading of the aircraft. Here the barometric altitude and the airspeed of the aircraft. So here we have the autopilot. I'm gonna show you in a while. So first we have to start the APU here. It's an auxiliary power unit with the start position. We have the buses from the electrical system. This is the left and right generator produce about 75,000 kilovolts of alternator. So we leave this unguarded and on. And this is the conductors connecting. Disconnect. We can disconnect this without problem. But we're gonna have some configurations here. Some messages. See, left and right. We have no APU yet, and we turn off the side engine electrical generators that produce alternating current. So here we have the batteries. We reconnect this. battery on, the primary flight computer, some other systems I'll tell you about another time. Here we have the hydraulics. You see left and right engine controllers on and off, and the electrical standby here. And we have also, you see the full here display, the rammer turbine that can be deployed in air. So we have the fuel system here, the fuel pumps, which can be on and off, no problem with that, the forward and the aft. We have the exit here and the aft transfer. We have the fuel jettison here. We can dump fuel in flight. We just have to arm this and then select the quantity that we're gonna we have the auto start system here and the electronic engine controllers for the engine. We have left and right engine, normal and alternate mode, and we have two FADECs, one in each engine. FADEC is a full auto digital engine control computer that controls the engine. Here's the start and normal position. Here's the cabin pressurization panel. We have auto or manual control. You see manual displayed now. And we use the manual when climb or descend. We close the outflow valve. When we climb, we open. I think when we descend, we open. So we need to increase or decrease the rate. So here is the increase, decrease for the landing altitude. Here's the left and the right engine compressor valves. So this also admits and sends air from the engine, and admits from the APU when we want to start the engine, and we use this isolation valve to isolate left and right engine for the engine start pressure. We have left and right pack that supply cabin pressurization and air conditioning via the ice analysis, like the hydraulic fluid. So this is so much for the voltage effect. We have the lights on. We have some other systems. So this is so much for this. We also have this overhead circuit breakers and these controllers backup. We can use drive power, flight controls, hydraulic, drive power. We use this for maintenance in the ground. We also have the cargo temperature, APU maintenance, electronic engine maintenance. So here we go now for the engine start, I believe. Also, only here we have the autopilot. We have the edges that displays the information with the navigation display, like the weather, station waypoints, airport data, position, terrain. We have the autopilot. We have the flight director on and off. We have the autopilot, an arm, or disengage, so you can see. And we can disengage the autopilot. So here we have the LNAV, lateral navigation, vertical navigation, the heading, the bang roll, select the bang roll, the manual or automatic. Now this is the auto. So we're gonna increase the heading to the runway heading. So here we have the airspeed selected right now. We can increase also this. You can select or deselect this. You can also depress this. Increase it a little bit. So here we have also the vertical speed. You can see we have negative for descent and positive for climb. The altitude hold. You can change the altitude here to a higher value, like so. Here's so much for these controllers. So you can see here we have What detail fuel, we have the forward and aft, the top view controllers, cabin pressurization, the landing altitude, and the differential press. You can see some other information here. So if we go again into the panel, we're gonna make the engine start demonstration now. We have everything set up here correctly for the engine start. So you can also see we have here the thrust levers, the thrust reverse. If I move this backwards, you're gonna see the thrust reverse indicate. It brings here, and we have the thrust reverses here. The blocker door. So we engage this and engage again. This is for slowing down the aircraft in takeoff when we do reset, takeoff or landing. You see the gate is down on flaps position with stabilizer system. Gonna see some other information. So we have the auto thrust disconnect button. You can disconnect the auto thrust here using this switch here. You have the takeoff go around button. Just not press this right now. So if I move this forward, you're gonna see the engine start increasing. So this is the N1, which is the low speed, low pressure compressor stage of the engine, the maximum 104.6%, the exhaust gas temperature. You have the N2, which is the high pressure, high rotor speed stage of the engine, the fuel flow 1.3 thousand kilograms per engine per hour, and the oil pressure, oil temperature, oil quantity, and vibration on left and right engine. Stabilizer stream, as I told you. Here we also have the control wheel. You can see we have you can control the stabilizer trim here with this switch here, which is clickable, as you can see. And this is the power disconnect button, the other on trim. And this is for this actually for the stabilizer trim. So I'll come over here, I'll show you one more time also a few more things. We have like the primary flight display. You can see the airspeed and the altitude, parametric altitude above sea level, the flight mode annunciator, the airspeed and the altitude selected here in the autopilot unit. And increase of the flight level. So here we go again. So you can see the modes are if you want to take off. The autopilot is connected right now, I don't know why. Maybe information is connected to the autopilot. The autopilot is engaged. So legs, fix menu. So this is for this, and we have it, the FMC here, 5 mounting computers. So I'm gonna make a engine start demonstration. I'm gonna be showing you now how to start the engine very quickly. Maybe we have like maybe less than 1 hour left for this fight. So coming more close now. Coming on now the nice view here, 0.57. Seeing the engines now. We have spinning the engine. So we have like 50 more minutes left again. So I'm gonna disconnect. Here we have also the stabilizer trim cutout switches for electrical trim of the autopilot and the auto thrust system Hatsios. Here we have the fuel valve, fuel flow valves, cutout switches. So we turn this left and right engine off. We're gonna have the engine off right now. We're gonna see the reconfiguration here. Engine shut down. Here you can see the slowing down here. Power disconnect. Okay, no problem. So we have the overhead panel. We're gonna have left and right engine generators disconnect and the backup generator off. We have the off lights here and the reconfiguration. We have this involved in the speed tool. I don't know why. And you can see everything else is reset. Here is no pressurizer from the left engine and the right engine. They're off right now. We're gonna use the opposite way from the APU to the engines automatically. We do have the engine start selectors. I'm gonna show you now the engines are off. There is 0 rotation and 0 fuel flow. And also coming here in the synoptics, the electrical also, you can see we have electric left and right engine. We have it all. We have the APU right now, is available. You can see having the status, the APU now is on. APU is running 100%, there is a 90 degrees, 70 psi, also this a lot of electrical steering. Electric here. You can see the APU is supplying now the whole aircraft main buses. And here we have the hydraulic also. We have left and right engine off generators, but we still have pressurization from the APU and the electrical backup, one of them. So we also have the fuel here. We're gonna see we have no fuel flowing to the engine, left and the right engine. The fuel shut off and valve is off. You can see it's crossed. It's not vertical. So the crossfeed on and the APU is still consuming, it's on and consuming some fuel here. You can see it hopefully. We have the quantity left and right wing, 33,500 kilograms, and the nozzle we have dump the fuel we run. And you see this mechanism. So maybe coming here, the overhead upper panel again 1 second. We have this we don't need to just to start this on. It's in the fault, I don't know why. So you can see here also the messages. We're gonna reconfigure everything now. For engine starting, we have the off also here. The center tank and the left and right pressurization from the engine, pressurizer. So here we go again. The engine starts. Going to the cockpit, we have the visual cockpit view. Just show you a couple more systems. The difference between the working engines and the engines are off. We have the air system now also. We have the flight controls are working, but the air system, you can see the engine, the left engine is off. There's no pressurizer. We only have the engine started with left engine and right engine. The APU is supplying compressor air the system, air system. This APU is consuming and the electrical the APU is supplying. So we go again into the mode, the engine start. So I'm gonna show you the outside view. Here you can see both engines are stopped now. The left and the right wing engine, they're all in the off position. Start them. You can see also here. So we're gonna start now. Come here in the overhead panel. This controller, the engine starter, the automatic auto start. We turn this in the on position in the start. So we have the front engine controller. So you're gonna see here the left wing engine start compressor from the APU. When the N2 reaches above 20%, we can start the fuel flow. We're gonna start the ignition. So you see here we have an initialization of spinning. We have like 50 more minutes left for this flight. Maybe 40 minutes. So we have to be a little bit faster with this. You can see the N2 is increasing. So we start the fuel cutoff lever here. We come over here. You see this increasing more rapidly in the fuel flow. Stop fuel flow now. So we come over here. You see this wing engine starts spinning. Here we have it. We go now very quickly for the other wing engine. We select the right wing engine now into the start. We have the start on here. See the panel here. You can see the compressor, the file successfully for the engine control computers, one installed per engine with dual channel, monitors and controls all the displays here for the engines and all the functions, such as fuel flow in the N1, the N2, speed rotation and limits, and the exhaust gas temperature. So if we go down here, you can see we have the right wing engine start. Now we're gonna the left engine start. Now we're gonna start the right wing engine. Come here. Have this fuse here. We have the right wing engine now start. So we only need to do this to start the fuel control level. So you're gonna see here the engine starts spinning. Here we have it. For the right wing also engine. Have this wing views also. So we can now continue a little bit with the flight management computer. Set up the flight plan. So we have the gross zero fuel weight, 188,000, fuel 46.8, 235,000 gross weight. So we use the reserves 5%, and the flight altitude 25,000 feet. The flight temperature minus 37 degrees, minus 37 degrees Celsius, and 100 is the pulse index. We have the barometric here and anemometric data in the primary flight display, the airspeed selected, the altitude selected, flight directory is on, heading select altitude. We have the radio altitude. We're going to have the flight director with the ILS now. Heading. We have the barometric altitude above sea level with 39.92 inches of hydraulic arrest, or we can use hectopascal. Then we have the magnetic heading here. We also have the terrain here. I'm going to show you the two airports. Here's the radar display. You can change the radar view and range. So we have quite a lot of airports now displayed here. So we go again here, fuel steps, reverse, thrust, index, position. We have to set the position for this airport, LSG8, gate, and we have the route from LSG8. We have like 30 more minutes left for this flight. From LSH to LSH, runway 14, legs to departure from this airport. So we're going to have the position of the aircraft here now with this reference airport. You can see other airports, you can see maybe Germany, and you can see the sea also. You can increase the range of it. I'm not sure. You can see Mediterranean. So if we decrease here, you're going to see the flight plan in a while. Use this display maybe. So you better view. You can see other aircraft flying here with the altitude of flight. You can see the terrain. This is 7,600 feet. The terrain, the maximum with red displayed over here. This red area, like 20 nautical miles away, and the minimum terrain 400 feet. Traffic and the airport display. You can see the traffic. You can see some other information. So I'm gonna start this. Select the departure. Alpha arrival. ILS-14, Alexandria, Transmanity, fuel travel. I can see the whole flight plan here. So we only need close this discontinuity and activate and exit here. So we have everything set up. We can see the line here that we're gonna fly over. So come closer maybe. So you can see the flight plan here, how we're gonna take off and fly over this line. So we're gonna use this. Maybe you can see the waypoints here. So we have like 30, 50, 45, we have 15, yeah. 15 minutes ready. We have 35 more minutes. You can see now everything is armed here. The flight director, the ILS I was telling you. So we can proceed into the runway and you can use some lights. So here we are. ready for takeoff. So we're gonna taxi here. Just advance. We have the autopilot set here the way we want. We have the nav on here, and the altitude selected here. You can see all the mode. Okay, now we're gonna disarm the parking brakes here and move the thrust levers only a little bit forward. We only need to set up to get this state, the V-speed. So we have the V-speeds here. Only one last step, forgot to do. Flaps 15 degrees. The center of gravity is going to determine the center of gravity of the aircraft with respect to gross weight and the V-speed 133, 140 and 150 for the takeoff. So this is the center of gravity position, stabilizer trim 4 degrees, 4.25 up takeoff. So we come here, have to disarm the parking brake here and advance a little bit to the thrust lever just to initiate the roll. So you can see how I turn using this wheel. So this is for turning the aircraft noseway in the ground. So we have no other traffic right now inside, so we proceed in the runway for takeoff. Have no traffic inside, so we can advance only the thrust levers and take off. So here we are, we have everything set up. You can see one more time the Lszh is connected. We have the altitude barometric above sea level, the altitude above ground, and the airspeed here. The mode selected, the Lszh is only aligned with the Lszh right here. You can see the line we're gonna follow here for flying, and increase the range one more time. So we better stay here. So come over here again. See where we are. Where we going now? We're in this runway, ready to take off. So this is for the Boeing 777. We have like 30 more minutes left for this flight. So advance the thrust levers forward to stabilize the engine. You're gonna see here. We need to only fix the flaps position. I forgot to do that. We need the flaps at position here 15. So you're gonna see here the flaps at state at position 15 here. So we increase the thrust. We can also use the takeoff go around switches if we want. So we have the autopilot panel here set for takeoff. We have These modes here, you can see the N1 is increasing, raising thrust. You can request more thrust after takeoff. So all the modes here are on. So we only need disarm the parking brakes and go. Here the parking brake, and go. So we have a control wheel movement, as you can see. The rudder pedals also. Steer a little bit here to align with the runway. If we have any sad wheel. You can see the thrust and the airspeed is increasing. We have V1, V rotate and V2 here in the display. So V1, V rotate and V2. We have positive rate now. We track the landing gear here and we take off. As simple as that. Just pass the runway here. 30 more minutes for this flight. You can see the climb out here. We're about 1,700, 900, 2,000 feet above the ground, but 3,700 feet above the sea level. This is direct horizon. We have the airspeed here with the fuel and balance weight, 2,500 feet the radiology is gone. The rate of climb 3,150. Maybe a little bit more takeoff ground speed. It's like maximum. It's gonna climb us faster. You can see how we control. It's quite fast here. So this is for the climb out. We pass this plane. So maybe we track some flaps here. Maybe this flap, not many flaps. So we track them up to increase the airspeed margin a little bit. So here we pass sliding again, the runway. 9,800 feet above the ground level in maximum takeoff again. Around airspeed. So increase the rate of climb now to the maximum, and we have like 20 more minutes for flying, 35 minutes, but we're gonna make it 20 minutes. Increase here maybe the speed margin, lost too much time talking too much for the system. Switch. So you can see the Boeing 777 again. Have a nice view here. Have the sign box. Have the galaxy. So this is the Boeing 777 here. As it flies up this altitude. Have a nice straight view. How it flies. to land here and decrease a little bit the rate of climb. Maybe do some flight here. We're at 17,000 feet. We need like 5 more minutes to get into our cruising altitude rate of climb. And you can see the waypoint we're gonna follow here. You can see this line is this rate of climb when we're gonna reach the altitude. Which point is bring the altitude set here in the autopilot with purple and the airspeed set here with purple also. So we're climbing Mach 0.454. It's a little bit maybe less speed string. It's down. It's no, it's down a little bit. So we're gonna overfly the Germany for a while. So here we are having maybe like 30 more minutes for this flight. Let's see, we have a nice view now of the Boeing 777 cockpit and panel. And I can show you the whole in this video. I don't have the whole view like the way I want, but it's still okay. So we have the LNAV, maybe going into the next waypoint, direct 2. You can see it here. So we're gonna fly through this waypoint direct to execute. Now we're flying with the LMAP on. We are inside the flight director path with this line here. So we need only to turn a little bit to the left and align ourselves. We're climbing past 33,000 feet now, 33,800. You can see the autopilot panels here. The heading, the altitude, the vertical speed is off right now. It's automatic and the airspeed. So we reach the altitude, 34,700. Here we are with this altitude. Uh, 35,000 feet right now. With this airspeed, with this remote bridge here. So we only need to bring it down a little bit. We fly manually, not having the autopilot on. So we're gonna use the autothrust maybe. The airspeed now is gonna be set automatically. This is flight level. So here we are now. We're almost overflying Germany, the Bavaria and Munich region, by Bavarian Alps. We have 4 levels here. This flight altitude. So like 20 more minutes for this flight, 18 actually. So we're gonna start turning back in a while. I'm also gonna show you how to connect the autopilot. This is almost a nice flight. You see the chemtrails now, the contrails and chemtrails, the vapors from the engine as we try to hold a little bit level here. So here we have the lake the St. Gallen, we have this nice lake view. We have other aircraft traffic here, so we're gonna see the warnings here. Traffic. Keep flying manually. You can see the Germany here, this valley. You see the lake with Switzerland behind us. So, find cold levels here. This is chemtrails. We have these labels from the engine. And this is the Boeing 777-300 nice exterior view, flying at 35,000 feet. You see the vapors. So right now maybe we have to go back into the cockpit and start the approach now. So here we have the galaxy also. Nice night view. So this is our spacecraft now. We're going back to the airport. Got maybe like 15 more minutes left. Exactly. So need to be a little faster. So maybe arm the autopilot just so you hear where we're going now. We have the autopilot on now. And we have the airport, and we're going back into the flight path. I'll show you better view here. It's only that in case the airspeed will be 300. That's the Flught. So we're now going back to the airport. You can see the Bavarian Alps here. You can see we're gonna fly direct to the next waypoint to the airport. Save some time. So 314 and altitude. And now we're flying here into the airport. On the runway you can see the whole level and we are just 62.9 nautical miles away from the airport. As you can see here in this display. We're just 61.3 nautical miles away. Keep turning here using the autopilot. You can see the mountains here, the Alps in front of us. We have the lake again. So here we're going to the autopilot on. Still have nice night view. We have like 13 more minutes left for the flight. Here we have the Barbarian out and the Swiss Alps now from the lake. So for this flight, it's faster. So 54 knots Samantha away. Have like 30 more minutes for this video plane. So I'm gonna make it a bit faster. I'm gonna start descending a while. This is approximately this position to the craft can do. Five and maybe Lszh here by the Boeing 777 again. Nice view again. So we're gonna start descending for like a couple of minutes, because maybe the airspeed a little bit and the altitude. Flight level change. So we're going quite fast now. For this descent, here we have the Barbarian out, the Swiss Alps actually. Right here is another segment here. Also still having chemicals. You can see the lake behind us, the St. Gallen, Switzerland. Here's Switzerland now, very fine. You can see the vapors from the aircraft. So here we have like maybe exactly. Have a few more minutes left. Keep descending, maybe increase the rate of descent. Decrease gears. Come to landing, so we need increase airspeed a little bit. So here we are again, coming closer and closer to the descent path. So we use the speed brake to slow us down a little bit. And maybe Mach 0.69 right now. Have less than 8 minutes, so we disconnect the autopilot. Engage and we're going manually right now. I use the landing gear now, slow us down a little bit, past 15,000 feet. Still high and fast. Maybe slow down a little bit. Here we have one gear down. We're going down for landing, maybe like, I don't know how many minutes left. I will have to go fast. Maybe like, oh, okay. Here we have it 11, maybe 7 more minutes. Yeah, 6 or 7 more minutes. So she will pass the river. We're done now. And keep descending. So we're gonna use this maybe this page now. Select landing altitude performance shear speed. This is gonna be our landing speed in the flat position for landing. Maybe use the localizer if you have it here. Past 10,000. Decrease the airspeed even further to the landing airspeed. That's maybe 3 knots for the wing. Components, so we pass 7,000 feet right now. Keep descending at a good speed. We pass this altitude speed. And we hold level now. It's going manually. We fly direct to the sun. We need to keep descending now. So use more flat to get intercept due to the localizer. Localizer intercept here. So here we have another I don't know, 13, maybe 5 more minutes left. So we need to be a little bit more. We need to align now with the runway. We're in a good position for alignment. Five more minutes, I believe. We have it. Keep descending, align with the Lszh here and the localizer. We have it like maybe another 2 minutes, maybe, if we are lucky one. We're gonna make it for this video. So you can see an outside view here. So here we go. Down for the runway. A little bit more high speed. But okay. 500. You can see here we have the localizer. We have now the radio altitude, the glide slope. We need to descend a bit forward the glide slope a bit further. Over here we have the Lszh localizer almost aligned into the runway. So keep descending. We have like 3 more minutes left actually. So here we go, we are in a very good position. You can see the Lszh localizer. We are completely aligned with the localizer. You can see the multi-gear arm for this landing. You can see we are also aligned here in the navigation display. We have it again on display. We need a little bit to increase the rate of descent. Here we are. Have like 3 more minutes left. 2 more minutes left. Here we go. So here we are. The Boeing 777. Beautiful landing. Beautiful landing, and I hope I recorded the whole video. Parking brake and reverse thrust.